Welcome to the Blockchain Report, where we discuss all things blockchain technology, digital assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today's video, we will be diving into more Layer 3 quests with a few of the general quests. There's what are crypto wallets, or what are wallets in crypto? What are ERC20 or ERC tokens? What is a Layer 2? And understanding POAPs, proof of attendance protocols. These are just some fundamental, basic things in crypto. Teach you how to understand the wallets, what are Ethereum tokens, what is a Layer 2, and like I said, the proof of attendance protocols. And this is, the POAPs are pretty interesting. You get a little NFT or certification for attending certain events, and you can get future incentives for holding these. Some projects do that, but yeah, we've got quite a lot of quests to dive into, but we'll go ahead and start with these, some basic ones. So what are wallets in crypto? Embark on Web3 journey and learn about the foundational tools in Web3 wallets. So Web3 wallets are store cryptographic keys that allow users to manage their cryptocurrencies and interact with decentralized applications. They come from various forms, including hardware wallets, software wallets, and browser extensions. Public and private keys. Web3 wallets use public and private key pairs to authenticate transactions. The public key is an address that also the others can send tokens to, while the private key allows the owner to access and manage their funds. Never share your private key with anyone. It can result in the loss of your funds. Let me see. Check the brightness on this thing. There we go. So gas fees and transactions. Gas fees are required to perform transactions on blockchain networks such as Ethereum. These fees are paid to miners or validators for processing and validating transactions. Gas fees are typically denominated in the native token of the blockchain. Example, Ethereum for Ether, or Ether for Ethereum. I don't know why they call it that, because it's just Ethereum, and can vary depending on network congestion and complexity of the transaction. DeFi and wallet integration. Decentralized finance platforms leverage smart contracts to create financial services without intermediaries. Web3 wallets enable users to connect to these platforms and interact with various DApps or dApps, or decentralized applications. By linking your wallet to a DeFi platform, you can participate in activities such as lending, borrowing, staking, and swapping tokens. Custodial versus non-custodial wallets. For a custodial wallet, a third party takes custody of the private key instead of the crypto owner. For a non-custodial wallet, the crypto owner holds their own private key and therefore their funds. One drawback of non-custodial wallets is the lack of recovery options in case users lose their password or their private key. If you lose your private key, you're pretty screwed, so it's best to keep it in a safe place. So the best practices are keep your private key and seed phrase safe and secure, never share them with anyone. Use a hardware wallet for storing large amounts of crypto. Regularly update your software wallet or your wallet software. Always double check the recipient's address before sending transactions. Time for a quiz. What are the primary components of a Web3 wallet? Public and private keys. What is the main purpose of gas fees in blockchain networks? To pay miners or validators. Which of the following is not a type of Web3 wallet? Bank account. Time for a poll. I think Twitter. So that quest is complete. Move on to the next one. What are ERC20 tokens? So ERC tokens are Ethereum development standards that help ensure smart contracts remain composable. These tokens are governed by a set of rules and functions called token standards, which dictate how they work on the Ethereum blockchain. So ERC20 is a standard interface for fungible tokens like virtual currencies, staking tokens, and voting tokens. These are like the Ethereum, Optimism, Arbitrum, USDC can be ERC20. ERC 721 is for NFTs. ERC 777 allows people to build extra functionality on top of tokens, like a mixer contract for improved transaction privacy, or an emergency recovery function to bail you out if you lose your private keys. ERC 1155 also allows for more efficient trades and bundling of transactions. This token standard allows for creating both utility tokens and NFT tokens like CryptoPunks. So the token standard is a blueprint for creating fungible tokens on Ethereum network. This token standard allows organization and tech-focused companies to customize the utility of their tokens, such as granting voting rights or rewarding mechanisms. All tokens created using ERC20 are interoperable with each other and compatible services like MyEtherWallet or MetaMask. ERC20 tokens have 6 primary functions, including total supply, balance of, transfer, transfer from, approve, and allowance. ERC 721 is a token standard for NFTs. NFTs are a special type of cryptographic token that is not mutually interchangeable by their individual specs. The tokens are used to represent digital collectibles, game items, digital art, event tickets, domain names, and ownership records for physical assets. The ERC 777 aims to address limitations of ERC20. This token standard makes it more efficient for smart contracts to send and receive tokens through a mechanism known as hooks, a function that combines what would have been 2 messages, sending tokens and notifying a contract, into one. Furthermore, the ERC 777 standard also introduces that additional function to reject transactions from a blacklisted address. ERC 1155 token standard focuses on incorporating the best aspects of its predecessors for creating fungibility, independent, and gas-efficient token contracts. In layman's terms, it is a standard for contracts that manages multiple token types as described by its developer engine, a single smart contract that can govern an infinite number of tokens. Time for the quiz. ERC, what does ERC stand for? Ethereum request for comment. What is the purpose of ERC20? To define standard for tokens. Which of the following is an ERC 721? CryptoKitties. What is the full name of ERC 1155? Ethereum request for comments 1155. What is the purpose of ERC 223? To define a standard for token transfers that is more secure and efficient than ERC20. So examples of ERC tokens. Adding liquidity on Uniswap gives you an ERC 721 NFT that tracks your liquidity position. Tokens that you swap on Uniswap are ERC20. And Layer 3 NFTs are ERC 1155. We'll do this again. Yes. Yes, yes. You're an ERC wizard now. So what is Layer 2? To help with scalability and speed, blockchains such as Ethereum utilize secondary blockchains built on top of them, which are called Layer 2s. Yay, Layer 2s. Layer 1 is the base layer, underlying infrastructure of a blockchain. Layer 2 is off-chain solutions built on top of Layer 1 for scalability and speed. So they're not exactly on the Ethereum network. It's like a virtual machine that's built on Ethereum that runs off the network. So it's like a separate network that's faster and cheaper. Layer 1 blockchains often start with an emphasis on decentralization and security, but they often lack scalability. Layer 2s are important because they work together towards the goal of making the network faster and more user-friendly. And Ethereum's Layer 1, Optimism, zk Sync are Layer 2s. How Layer 2s work. Layer 2 protocols provide a secondary framework where transactions can take place separately from Layer 1. Layer 2 applications then post the data of transactions to Layer 1 where it's secured in the blockchain ledger and history. Layer 2s can bundle multiple off-chain transactions into a single layer transaction, which helps reduce data load. Layer 2s retain security and decentralization by settling transactions on the mainnet. And Layer 2s offer lower fees and more utility through the combined advantages of higher transactions per second and lower fees. So Layer 2 rollups. Rollups are a specific Layer 2 solution that executes hundreds of transactions outside of Layer 1, rolls them up into a single piece of compressed data, and then posts the data back to the mainnet. Rollups are rollups not only utilize the security of Ethereum, but can also reduce gas fees up to 10 to 100x. There are two types of rollups: optimistic rollups and ZK rollups. Optimistic rollups sit in parallel to the main Ethereum chain, run all the transactions, and then post the data back to Layer 1. ZK rollups generate cryptographic proofs to validate the authenticity of transactions and maintain the state of all transfers on Layer 2. Then ZK rollups are a little bit more secure than optimistic. So sidechains and validiums. A sidechain is an independent EVM-compatible blockchain that runs parallel and interacts with the mainnet through bridges. A validium uses validity proofs similar to ZK rollups, but doesn't store the data on Layer 1. Both sidechains and validiums are blockchains that run in parallel with Ethereum and interact with assets through bridges that connect to the mainnet. So they do not gain security or data from Ethereum itself and therefore aren't considered to be a proper Layer 2 like optimistic or ZK rollups. Example of Layer 2s. Some examples of commonly used Layer 2s including Optimism, Arbitrum, and Boba Network as general Layer 2s. Loopring and ZK Sync are examples of application-specific Layer 2s. And Plasma and State channels were abandoned Layer 2 projects due to various issues. Due to the nascency of the Layer 2 platforms, there are still risks and varying degrees of faulty trust assumptions compared to transacting on the mainnet. Thorough due diligence is recommended before engaging with any Layer 2. So make any transactions on Layer 2. By now you should have done that. So quiz, what is a Layer 2 scaling solution? Technology helps increase the transaction capacity of a blockchain network. What is the main benefit of using Layer 2 scaling solutions? Reduce transaction fees. What is a common example of a Layer 2 scaling solution? Lightning Network. What is the name of the Layer 2 scaling solution that uses sidechains to process transactions off-chain? Plasma. What is the main benefit of Layer 2 scaling solutions for blockchain networks? Increase the speed and throughput. Yada yada, do all the good stuff. Sweet. We doing it, man. We doing it. All right, one more in this round. So understanding the power, or POAPs. Learn about the power and potential of POAPs, the protocol enabling anyone to create and collect digital badges and commemorative tokens through blockchain technology. So what are POAPs? It's a protocol that enables users to create digital badges or collectibles. It was introduced in 2019 at ETH Denver. And they allow users to create commemorative NFTs that are commonly called POAPs. And POAPs are used to reward event attendees, Twitter Space participants, NFT drop participants, Discord members, and more. They have gained utilities as status symbols, incentivizing token holders to collect them on OpenSea to potentially receive perks down the line. Several artists and developers have used POAPs to whitelist holders for subsequent drops. POAPs are even becoming a backward-compatible prerequisite for attendees of earlier events to acquire NFT tickets for future ones. Significance of POAPs. The POAPs are accessible to everyone and do not require any knowledge of blockchain technology to use. They allow not only those privy to blockchain tech, but also everyday people to the ability to become issuers, making them an accessible tool for everyone. POAPs prove that blockchain technology is valuable and can scale into mainstream adoption that has nothing to do with speculation. How to create a POAP. The creating a POAP drop happens on the POAP events page. Fill in the information on the create new POAP page, including uploading the image you want to turn into a badge. After filling in all the required details and navigating through prompts, check your email for the POAP edit and claim codes. You'll need to wait for pre-event approval to go live on the POAP platform. Once approved, send out your claim codes to all who you intended to send out your claim codes to all who you intended recipients of POAPs. To all. That's weird. So how to collect POAP. To claim POAP, download the application available via the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Navigate to the bottom right page, right of the page, and tap Mint button to view the available minting options. POAPs can be claimed in one of 3 ways: entering the secret word, scanning a QR code, or entering the last 6 characters of a mint link. Once you have selected one of these 3 methods and click Mint, the POAP is now yours to share through the metaverse. So overview. In conclusion, POAPs have emerged as an accessible tool for creating commemorative NFTs that can be stored permanently on the blockchain. They're being used as status symbols, incentivizing holders to collect them on OpenSea. POAPs can be created for any physical or digital event, making them an accessible tool for everyone. To get started with POAPs, one can become either an issuer or a collector by following the simple steps mentioned above. I had a POAP, but I don't know what happened to it. So time for a quiz. What does POAP stand for? Proof of attendance protocol. What's the main function of the POAP platform? To enable users to create digital badges or collectibles. How can you claim a POAP? All of the above. What are POAPs mainly used for? Status symbols or rewards for event attendees. Time for a poll. Do all that. Yep. It's great. It's great. And with that, we are done with that round of quests. So how to mint a Bitcoin. We'll get into all that good stuff. So new on the layer 3, we're gonna see what's up next. See if what we got going on. So it looks like we got a lot of Ethereum. We got some more Polygon. We might hit up Polygon in the next round, but yeah, we might get into some Polygon because we got quite a lot to go for on this. Oh, 4 quests. Nice. Yeah, be on the lookout. If you got any questions or any issues understanding this stuff, feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to help. But with that, this is the Blockchain Report. Have a wonderful day. Peace.